This is the third episode of The Art of Constructive Conversations, TAC. And today we are here to not just leave it the same, but scale it up with somebody who has built a company with 3 teams and 3 people under each teams. That's 9 employees. The company is a social media marketing agency called Waste Management Agency. He also have a 20+ community of traders, which is called Trade Empire. He's doing great stuff, big stuff. And today I'm here with. Can you say it again? You can see money in the voice. you can see money in the voice. It's right. Those that have made money don't used to like talk too much and just say it calmly. All right. For us to start this whole thing, my question for you, Ife, is that how did you get this far?
How did I get this far? I feel like it all boils down to the fact that what do you actually really want? Because sometimes achievements here, sometimes just see it as milestones. Where you get there, it's not really like, do you really want freedom from whatever you're doing, or are you passionate? To be honest, passion drives you to go as far as you can. So I feel like passion is the most important attribute, no matter what you want to do. Because for passion, you're going to stick with whatever you want to do for long enough to make it work.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. Passion is actually very important.
So speaking about passion, concerning what you do, I don't believe anybody wakes up and say, I want to be a social media marketing agency person, or I want to build a trade firm. Nobody, I don't see that as a passion. I don't personally. So what is the passion with regard to what you do? What do you have passion for? Is it trading? Like, what exactly do you have passion for?
I'm genuinely passionate about actually trading because it's something that I've stuck with like for 7 years now. So it's like this year is going to make it my 7th year, and it's going to make it my 3rd year actually being profitable. So I was profitable for 4 years. So you see how passion actually drives me to stay long enough to make it work.
Crazy.
And it's not something I actually woke up to do. Well, I stayed in Abuja back in 2019 or 2018, and I was staying with a nephew or uncle of mine rather. He was a trader, and right out from university he never had to work. He got himself Range Rovers and residential Prados, so, and all from trading. So like, it's something that, okay, I've seen someone do it, it's worked for someone, why can't I also make it work? From that moment onwards, that's where the passion actually started from. It's actually not something I just woke up to decide to do.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
Now, speaking about that, I also, at some point in my life, I had access to traders, to even trading classes, but I was never really interested in it. And even those that were practicing it then in my house, they quitted along the way. Because people have tried trading several times, and many people still quit. So what do you think is the subtle difference between someone like you that could resist 7 years and someone that just used 6 months and said, yeah, I'm done?
Yeah, that's actually a very, very important question actually. I feel like trading here, the people that do make it out are the ones that actually stay long enough to make it work. The thing is that trading is not something, if we are willing to go to school for 5 years to learn engineering, why are we not willing to stay long enough to make trading work as well? People give up 6 months, 1 year, doesn't really make sense to me, but you decide to go to school for 5 years, where some people even graduate 3rd class,
Yeah.
if you get what I'm saying.
I get you.
So like, why not stay long enough with it? And I feel most people that actually lose and stay out of it, they don't focus on the learning. They are more money driven. About those are the ones that quit early. If you passionately care about the skill, it's an high income skill that pays, like, it's limitless. You never know how much you can. 1 month you can be making 10k, another month you can be making 100k a month. Like, there's unlimited potential in such a skill. So why give up on such a skill like that? You understand? So 6 months is really not, 6 months to 1 year is really not the milestone to feel like, oh, you can't make it work. And I feel like people should be able to like thrive longer for it to make it work, basically. So yeah.
What you said right here, it made regards to what Jeff Bezos said at some point. I was listening to American Business Forum where this guy was interviewing Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos said he asked, you should definitely know Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
So Jeff Bezos asked Warren Buffett that he literally tells you his investment scheme. So why can't anybody copy you and do the same thing that you do? Why can't they play in the same level that you play? And he said, not everybody is willing to accept the fact that making money is very slow. So what is the subtle difference between those that could be patient or those that remain patient to make money and those that just want to be eager to just make money? What's the subtle difference between those two people?
What's the difference? Well, like I said, if you notice, most Nigerians they fall for Ponzi schemes a lot because they are always chasing quick money. Like why? Like you already see the mentality around human nature is that they want money quick. Like everybody wants money quick. It's something I actually also want to, but like you need to understand that money, money is transferred from the impatient to the patient. Those people that build those Ponzi schemes, they're patient enough to wait for the right time to run away with your money.
Definitely.
So you see how patience actually pays. So that's just the thing. You have to be patient about money. So you know the normal human nature is to be eager to have money quick, make it now. Like have an investment this month, make times 10x next month. That's the normal human nature. But in real life, it doesn't really work that way. Money actually comes to those who are patient. So that's just the sort of difference I feel like is between those people. They don't have that patience.
Okay, can you also say, based on your environment, you grew up with an uncle who was doing well in trading, and that could convince you enough that this will work out for me? Can you say that helped you also?
Personally,
not quit.
Yeah. See, let me play it like this. It's actually a funny story. Yeah. It's not something I'm meant to say on this kind of postcard, but you know when you suffer that first heartbreak now, I just have to lock it. Like when I was in Abuja, I just went off social media. Totally. Every form of social media. Every single form of social media. I didn't even have a same. So let's put it like that. So which other activity could I have engaged in, like apart from watching TV and other stuff? So we were always bonding. I was always with his friends. I've seen traders, I've seen himself. So staying around that kind of people, definitely, like that's the reason why I'm here. Like there's no way I'll talk about trading and I'll not bring out that fact that okay, when I was offline for a certain amount of time that I was in Abuja with him, like that's what made me not quit. Like that's the obvious reason, not about the money. Back then I never knew anybody like Jeffrey Benson, Hardy, that like right now just making it everybody seeing traders about money and all. They were never there at that time. So you understand that it's something that drives from within and like what I've seen personally. So that's it. That's the answer to that question.
With what you said, I'll say thanks to your uncle and thanks to boredom. Can you say something about boredom when you don't have something doing? Can you talk about it? Because I think we're in a generation where now when your child is crying or when your child needs something, we just give them a phone just to keep them busy. So I can say what helped you here was community, which is your uncle, and boredom. You don't really have something you were doing at that point. Can you talk about boredom a little bit?
Boredom is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I was actually bored, but like I was really so interested that okay, I just wakes up, do anything he wants for like every day is a new activity. So I wasn't really bored, but the excitement in just not having, a trader lifestyle, you can just wake up and decide to do whatever you want. You can decide to travel wherever you want. Right now it's even in Turkey, just chilling, but like you can actually just wake up to do whatever you want. So basically, that's what I'll say, that just don't be bored. Don't be bored. Have something you're doing actually. That boredom did not, I won't say helped, but it did help in some sort of way. Boredom is not a good thing.
Okay, do you think if you were busy with something else, you will have noticed the fact that your uncle is living a good life just from trading? Because there are people that have siblings and family members doing stuff that will actually liberate them financially, but they couldn't notice because they are also busy with something else. I have these studies I'm doing, I have this thing. So they could even notice that gold is right at their backyard.
That's actually true. People are blinded by, like, when comfort comes in play, you don't really see there's a problem. So they are just people that have something they're doing or whatsoever, always have excuses to give that, oh, I can't do this right now. I'm too busy. I have school. Maybe it's just lucky, that kind of thing. I feel like when people are comfortable where they are at, they don't really see potential in what they can do. So that's how it is, basically.
So you say at that point, you were not comfortable. At that point, you were not in your safe zone. Is that what you say? That what made you?
I could have done better. In fact, like that word comfortable, back in 2024, I felt like I was too comfortable.
Wait, I think this whole thing is 2024.
No, actually, but like it's older than that. So that's when it started. But I'm just talking about comfort now as a So back in 2024, that's when I actually started touching like real money a month. But I got so comfortable that like I became numb to the feeling of making money. And like, okay, I expect this X amount of money, but like it never made me now want to chase bigger goals anymore. So that's how it is for comfortable. I feel like people that are eating, surviving, have what they want, or get what they want from their parents or whatsoever, actually are just comfortable. That comfort, as it was, is really a bad thing. There's something I actually posted on my IG back in 2024 too about being in a comfort zone. Find every means to be out of your comfort zone. Find every means to be out of your comfort zone. That's why meanwhile, I actually come from Ilorin, but I don't like staying there because I'm too comfortable there. I like going to Abuja or Lagos or something.
I love that.
I don't like staying there because I'm too comfortable there. I can get what I want. I can buy anything I want, but it never tries me to like do something better. So that's how you always have to be out of that comfort zone. Now I was with those kind of people that make certain amount of money at such young age. I'm not comfortable with that idea, knowing that I can do it, but I'm not doing it. So you have to find every means to be out of your comfort zone. If I did not make that move to go, then I've never made it this far or being like this.
Okay, let me understand. At what age did you move to? Say your uncle was in Abuja. When was that? When did you move to Abuja?
I think I was about to turn 17. Yeah, I was about to turn 17.
That's like your what class? Let's just class this time.
Like SS2.
SS2, right? So at that point, is it that you just also wanted to try something new or go to a different space? Was that your aim?
Yeah, I actually wanted to go to somewhere. I just wanted to be out of that particular place at the moment. I needed a clear headspace. Like I said, something happened, so I just wanted to be somewhere else. You get. And he said, why not have fun together? So we just came to chill, and that's what exactly. I'm so comfortable from my parents' town, staying there. Like you can get literally everything you want. You understand, yeah?
I get you.
But it was so different there. I also got everything I want in Abuja, but why can't I do it by myself the same way he is doing it? What's the age difference isn't much between me and him? 4 years.
Yeah.
So there's no really the gap is not there. So why not? It's achievable.
Yeah.
Felt like it was achievable. That's just the thing.
You get to say, say if you really want to get something done in your life, go to where the problem is. Like if you want to make a lot of money, go to where the rich guys are. You will directly it will directly be in you to be wealthy. And speaking about that, do you know that Elon Musk is from South Africa? And
I heard that
he went to US to where the real stuff was happening. So really, from a young age, you've been thinking like a builder because nobody will think that way. That let me go to where the things happen. So what do you think influenced your mindset of let me go to where the stuffs are happening? What influenced that mindset? Because really, I just want to be my friend's house and just be eating rice and chicken. Like, they all right now.
Yeah, this is a funny joke. Like I said, heartbreak is a very dangerous thing. Don't fall in love, guys.
So heartbreak?
Yes, I feel like yes, it's actually a very big motivation for guys.
Made you live in Ilorin?
Yeah.
Heartbreak?
Yeah. Guys, don't laugh at me, but still, you get what I'm saying. Don't. But like, it's actually that was actually what made me make that move. So it's not something that I'll come here and quote that I was Elon Musk at the young age, decided to leave. No.
Thanks
that was
to heartbreak.
So that was actually the main reason
Wow.
why I made that move actually.
Wow. So really, all things work together for those who love God and are called according to His purpose. Heartbreak, as bad as it could be, is what made the person that we are seeing here. So without that heartbreak, really, you might not be the person sitting down here.
Honestly, to be honest, yes. To be honest, there was a joke when I even met her like recently. I even made a joke that like she was the one that
crazy. Oh, so you guys still
yeah,
talk?
we still talk. There's no issue about that. Yeah. So I just cracked that joke like back there, maybe in 2023 ending. That's when I thought, oh, make things work out for me though.
How did the other hand accept it? Like how was she like?
She just found it funny, but like there's no really big deal. She has found love where she's at, so it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah. I want to ask you this question because you are talking like this guy. Do you know Mo Sheriff? Lagos State Youth Ambassador.
No.
You don't know him. He's an amazing guy, something like you. So now let's move to your company. This is something I believe you thought about it before you did the whole thing. So I'll be asked, your company is Wales Management Agency.
Yeah.
Tell me about the name. How do you come about?
How do I come about the name? Well, businesses as a whole, I consider them whales. So they have the big money. They actually have the money to give out. So why not just manage that money for them? You get, yeah? So that's how actually it's me and a friend of mine that actually made that whole stuff up. He's not here today, but Wales Management Agency is something me and the guy did together for a while. We transitioned from different kind of areas and businesses we manage, but it's a business model that actually stole, or no, it's not still, because anybody can work on the business model.
Still like an artist.
So the business model they actually took from Imangas. Do you know, funny enough, how all these businesses are under our nose? We just don't seek enough knowledge to see it.
That's true.
So this Imangas is someone that is actually popular. There's sometimes I'll ask someone that
I signed up for his course before I came to school and I didn't attend.
trust me, it's something you don't want to miss. It's not someone that I actually still look up to, but from his YouTube alone, if you see his journey starting from 16 years old, dropping out of school, chasing a social media marketing agency and all of that, you at least you know his story.
Yeah, I know his story.
So from his story now, you understand anything's achievable. So the whole business idea, I actually just took it from him and like now work on it. Like I just worked on it and made it work. It's as simple as that. So the whole idea of helping businesses scale up their brands, scale up their businesses, drive enough traffic to their pages is part of it.
Look, what we are talking about here is so crucial, and I want to say it here. I want to even check if my mic is working, so I know I'm capturing it perfectly. Yes, my mic is still working.
Yeah.
Really, I believe I'm so blessed to be at this seat talking to you today because you are someone that have done real stuff. Can you talk about that first time you made real money? Everybody can't always forget that time.
Yeah, I can remember the first time I actually started like touching money. My parents were so confused; they thought that was different. So exactly, so like I explained the whole business idea. They were like, "Oh, this is what you're always locked up in your room doing." There was old guy was always on my laptop, like always. I wake up my laptop, I sleep my laptop. Like there's this laptop that I had here, one MacBook Air 2020. I had that laptop. Like when I wanted to give it away, when I bought a new one, I almost cried because that laptop was with me through thick and thin. We made things work together. There was even a video I sent to my friend that I'll never forget that laptop because we actually made things work together. So the moment I actually started making money, I just felt like improvement is necessary. I started paying for more kinds of mentorship, more kinds of things that can help me improve, buying things that actually help me improve. I know there are people that rush to like upgrade their lifestyle. That's where most people make a mistake, where because there was a period in time where the business was not as generative, like not generative, because I lost 2 contracts with 2 people, so like I only had 1 funding, and the employees, there's a point in time that I had to pay from my own pocket sometimes because the money was not adding up. So as I said, when you actually just first touch money, don't rush it. Just always find way to multiply your sources of income. Like find other things you can do so you don't depend on one. Funny how Wales Management Agency now made my trade easier, now made me more profitable. Well, that Wales Management Agency is something that I run right now, not out of the money I make from it, but out of helping those people that are actually my employees now, right now. Because for them, I think, I don't want to talk about the amount they get paid, but the amount that they make is something they can live on, even more than some staffs in different companies. So I'm just saying that like you need to, I'm doing it now out of helping people now. Out of like now I don't really care about scaling businesses or making money because trading is quite profitable, like quite profitable. So it's not something that I now do out of money now.
Okay, so speaking of helping people, because when one of my team selected you for this role, I'm like, why Hife? Like, why Hife? Give me a justified reason. And he was telling me some certain things. I'm like, that's amazing. Speaking about helping people, like, what is one thing you've done because of, as a result of where you've reached, that it's touched your heart? Or what is one comment or someone that said, oh, you did this to me or something? Like, what's that point? I don't know how to explain it.
One comment. I feel like I've helped so many people I can't even remember. People, I don't know, but I've reached a certain point where I cannot really help everybody. But I know when I first started making money, like my parents were like so happy because like I basically did everything for them. Like I bought my daddy phone, like I just did a lot of things. Like okay, why not just pay these people back? Like okay, this guy behind the camera too is just smiling, but he understands what I'm saying. So like there are just ways that like I genuinely feel like if you have a problem and you come and meet me, I'll help you. If you genuinely have a problem, people know in this school, or people that watch this video that okay, know that if it has helped in some sort of ways, know how I've helped them. It's not something I talk about or tell people or something.
Definitely,
Like
because I didn't know.
I just, if I feel like it's genuinely something I can help you do and I feel moved, I will do it.
Oh.
So that's how it is for me.
So for a skill that you have that makes multiple amount of money that even some grown-ups have not even made, and still you are still willing to give that skill out even for free. Like, where did that come from? Was it your parent that taught you how to do that?
Parents are very generous people, especially my mom. She's too generous, in fact, too generous. Okay, to her own self. So there was a point in time where I started actually teaching for free. But that's the thing, teaching for free, people take it for granted.
Yeah,
They don't stay, develop, stick with the skills and stuff. That's what actually now make it paid. Like I don't want the whole scenario where you come, you say I taught you, there's nothing to show for it. It doesn't really make sense, especially when I taught you for free. So it now looks less credible to myself that okay, for this person, but there's nothing to really show for it. That's when I now really started that paid stuff. And actually my friends really eagered me on to just start teaching or help people learn how to trade. Like today itself I was like, okay, maybe I'll show some of my student certificates over the months. Like I'm so proud of a particular person in this school. He's in 300 level right now, com science. His name is Dapo. I went to Abuja September 1st. I landed in Abuja September 1st. I started teaching him September 1st. We're in November right now. He's doing so well. Like in under a month. Like first of all, I think he met someone I was teaching to, and he's also profitable too. Made a couple of payouts and stuff. So he met the person and he was like, oh, if this, if that. Oh, he doesn't even have the money to give. He was like, the guy was like, just meet Ife might like just meet me. Like you don't know what you say. I'm very unpredictable. I might just say, okay, let me do it for free. Or whatever. Like I don't really like if I see that you really genuinely care. I feel like people that I now teach. That's why I said, even as my community, I'm very selective with the people I teach. You cannot come and say, okay, you just want to learn because you have paid me money. I'm like, I don't really care about the money. It's not, money is you being attached to the teaching. Like you cannot pay for something I know. Like the same way students pay for school fees and you say you are not going to class. It doesn't really make sense, yeah? So that's the whole reason of actually attaching money. I actually do care about the money, but like it's just to something that so you can be held accountable that okay, you paid. Come show up, do the work that needs to be done. That like he really, really impressed me. Like I'm super proud. If not, I'm not proud. I'll not be mentioning his name here. So he's someone that okay, he just met a couple of people that teaching under me, and he saw that okay, they're profitable. Okay, why not come and meet me? So we talked while I was in Lagos. Then when I got to Abuja, I said okay, let's start. So in under a month, what people take years to achieve, what people do in so long, he accomplished it. And I was like, he sent me a message one day and I was like, did you really do this and stuff? Like nobody helped you whatsoever. And I was like, he did it himself, and I was genuinely proud. So sometimes I actually see joy when I see that oh, I can help this certain person reach this certain level of skill set or stuff. They are like, it really makes me happy. So there's a guy too that I'm teaching in UK right now. When he actually wanted to pay for the mentorship and stuff, after going back and forth and everything, and we started, he sent me a message that he's really doing this for his dad and stuff like that. Like I felt really emotional, so I took a screenshot of that stuff. So the moment he passed all his Profem account, because I teach them how to pass Profems, the moment he passed it, I now sent him that screenshot that say like, you see where you're at now. I remember this is what you're doing it for, so don't get lost in money, don't get lost in it. So it's something that actually happens. There was a time I was actually lost in money, but I brought myself back to reality that sometimes, as I said, when it gets to make money, you become, there's a numb feeling that no matter how much is in your account, sometimes happiness comes with money and stuff like that, but there's a numb feeling where you genuinely don't really care about it. So that's why I said setting milestones now. If I reach a particular milestone, there was a milestone that I wanted to reach. I've not reached it yet, but I was at the pinnacle of reaching it, and like it got taken away. So it's just something that you still have to bounce back no matter what. Like milestones is what help you keep going. Now if I hit that milestone, I'm trying to achieve that milestone. Once I achieve that milestone, there's another milestone. There's never accomplishment when you have money. you are just having the money. It's just digits. The money is there, yes, but after buying everything you actually want, what next? So it's either you seek joy from teaching people or helping people, and that's where me actually get joy from all this money and stuff.
That's where I was telling the person behind the camera that that's where real joy comes from. When you give, you're even more joyful than the person that received it. Someone like you who is still a student, just like me, doing something that helps other family, not just helping your family. How has that affected your psychology?
I would say, as a student, like I don't preach against school, Sha. I don't tell people that fuck school or whatsoever.
I have some beef for school, Sha.
But my psychology, I just try to stay normal. Like, do you know anything about me?
I don't really know much about you.
Exactly.
I don't really
and I feel there are people that do. And I'm shocked that, like that guy, when he came to you, he said so many people know about you. So to his friends, this. I was like I don't really show really any flashy lifestyle or anything or whatsoever. I just try to be as normal as I can be. I can do whatever I actually want right now. I can decide to buy a car, nobody will care. Like, that's what I just said. I just try to be normal. Like, there's no rush to life. If I'm a student now, I'm a student now. I'll accept the fact that I'm a student now. I know I do things that students don't do, but I just have to accept the fact that I still go to class. Nothing has changed. Nothing really has changed, whether money or not. Nothing really changed.
Nothing really changed. So, speaking about that, those that things change when they make money, they become more flamboyant, they become more reckless with their spending. Why do you think they did that?
I really don't know. I feel my mindset. That's why to me, I became numb to making money. Like, it doesn't. Yes, my lifestyle did increase and stuff like that, but people that do that, do you know, funny enough, some people don't have the money that they show off or spend recklessly. That might be the last money that counts. You don't know.
Yeah.
That might be the last money. There's a reason why you understand why they say, oh, Migos or Warren Buffett is richer, and see the difference in their dressing. It's just the same way. If Quavo was bankrupt, was he Quavo or Tego? I can't really remember. Was bankrupt with all the flashy jewelry and stuff. So sometimes just go easy with money. Just really go easy with money. Whether I was in school or not, or I was outside, just be easy with money. Be very easy with money. That's why I said don't be quick to upgrade your lifestyle. I can do things that I want to do right now, but would I rather do it and have nothing left? Or would I do it step by step by step? Sometimes if you check my notes in my iPad, I only do certain things when I've reached a particular milestone. If I say, okay, I want to do this, maybe that's when I've hit milestone. There's certain things that, okay, I cannot do. Now my first car now, when I hit a particular milestone, that's when it will happen. So everything is there in detail. So be easy with money, calculate your money, be very calculative with your money. Very, very calculative.
How you speak, you're someone that wants to do this for a long time. Because how you speak, it shows that you've planned 50 years, or let me say 10 years from now, maybe 50 years. You've planned when I have kids and stuff like that. A lot of young people are very short-sighted now. We just want things so quick, want things so fast. How have you tried to shield yourself from that mindset of wanting it? Because you need to protect yourself, definitely. There's pressure sometimes. How have you tried to protect yourself from that pressure? I can get a car now. Let me go get a car.
I feel like I just take things really, really easy. Like the same way you said I've planned things ahead, the same way I've planned these certain things. Understand? So in words of shielding myself, at least now when I come to the car, I'm not going to I'll not even tell them. You know, there's a lot of things that shock them to do. I just wake up and tell them, oh, I'm going to Lagos next week. I bought my ticket. Be like, okay. Oh, I'm going to Abuja from Lagos. Okay. I'm staying in Suzu. Okay, like. Now there's some things I don't want to talk in advance because it's not evil eyes. Now next year I want to do a certain thing now. Okay. Yeah. So I do shield myself, but like my parents, yeah, they still tell me that okay, calm down. Like at least my dad is very, very calculative money. I think I learned that thing from him. My dad doesn't work at the most luxurious place or doesn't have the most luxurious of incomes, but because of how he has planned his life ahead, he's into real estate and stuff like that. He has so many hostels, so many buildings for people. So like because of the money he's generating little by little by little, he makes so much regardless of where he works.
Wow.
So you see someone that is as calculative as that, he planned all these things ahead. Doesn't mean I should be reckless with money as well. So I feel like I learned that part from him. So yeah.
Thanks to your dad. Thanks to your dad. So speaking on failure, how have you managed failure? Like, I'm sure you have made a lot of like huge loss. There'll be one thing. There's one time that will shake you. How did you manage, like saying, "Alright, I can get back up again"?
Do you know something? You, as everybody always say, you only give up. I mean, you fail when you give up, right? So there are times that I've actually been like at my lowest where nobody can tell, regardless of how I still carry myself. Like nobody can really tell when something is actually wrong with me and stuff like that. So I'll say failure. Yeah, I failed so many times. I failed more times than people can count. I've failed a lot with a lot of things. I've lost money. I've done so many things. But you know what? I was like, at the end of the day, it might all be worth it, and it was worth it. But there are failures here that just make you relax. So let me talk about the most recent one now. So I think in August was meant to be my first 10K month ever, first $10,000 month ever. So I had a pending. So there's this thing called profits where traders utilize to have a lot of capital. So I made a whole lot of profits on my particular account. So I was meant to have an 8K payout, and with the other businesses and marketing, I had like 2K already, and some other little payouts from my account. So I had 2K already. So that 8K was meant to just seal the deal and make the first 10K month. But that my first milestone, or the milestone that I was trying to achieve, and it got rejected. But it rejected for a rule they had, but like I didn't take account of it. I think I was eager. Okay, that I'm about to freaking make 8K and stuff like. If I talk about profit models now, most people will not understand, but it got rejected, and I realized this. I don't know how I took that news actually. Like I said, yes, I'm not to the feeling of money, but that really made me feel like, oh, a setback.
Yeah, I get
failure.
what you mean. It's like you didn't win.
Yeah.
It's not really about the money, it's about winning.
Yeah. Immediately I got that email, I slept. I just slept. Like, there's nothing I could do about it. There's no argument, because after I read through the reason, it was actually a rule that skipped my mind. Like, it's a little, like if I tell you the reason, it's as little as something like this. Very little reason, but the rule is there. The rules are there. So I did not just follow that rule, and it got rejected, and I was like, fine. I did spiral out of control. I lost the 2 accounts that made me that such amount of money, but I still got back up. Now, like last week now, I passed 100K profit. I don't know if you know what profits are, but I passed 100K profit, back to normal, like numb. I don't really care. So that account now can make you 5K, 10K, like actually 200K, like 200K account. So while in school, it doesn't really matter. The people in my community, they see it.
You're managing a 200K.
I'll talk about my capital when you want to ask about it. But right now, I'm managing up to 450K capital.
I say when I want to ask about it, you are managing a 200K account in Nigeria. You know that's crazy.
Yeah.
For a guy who is this young, like that's really crazy. Like that's really crazy. So how did you get to deal with that? 200K is right sitting somewhere, and you're in the class. Look at the guy, like, what the heck is this guy saying? Like, speak about the 200K, please.
Actually, prop firms are companies that give traders funding. So you pay for an evaluation. Once you prove you're a profitable trader, they give you the money to trade. So whatever profit you have, there's a profit split between you and the company. So my favorite prop right now is actually Titan Capital. Like most of my students actually use Titan. Like I preached, ZM was like my first mentorship that I paid for, and he owns a prop firm right now. So he's just someone that, okay, this guy is my first mentor, why not just milk his prop? So I have 300K funding there, and in Alpha Capital Group I have like 150K. So everything just brings it to 450K in total management right now. There are people that have 1 million and stuff like that, but right now 450k in under account management. So 8% or 8% is wild. 5% a month. You know how much?
Yeah.
Exactly. So on a 100k account, if I make 5% a month, I'm going home with 4k every month. As little as that. So imagine now having 400k. 4k times 4, I'm going home with almost 60k. But like I don't go for those kind of numbers right now because I'm more of a swing trader when I'm in school, especially when I'm in school. So 1 to 2, take like 2k, 1k. That's the thing. Most people don't like. I like consistent payouts. I care about the account being with me for a long, because you can still fail the account and they can take the account from me. But I care about the little. If I have 1%, 2%, I go to my next account. If I have 1, 2% of that account, I go to the next account, 1 to 2%. Those little payouts actually add up over a long period of time. Yes, I might not have a 10k month, but I've made over 10k regardless. So little payouts actually matter when it comes to profit as a whole. So 1 to 2%, 3 to 4%. I don't really aim for big, so I'm very content. So maybe after school we can see what holds, but right now I'm very content with whatsoever I make, with certain percentages and account rotation. Here, I don't really like buying one whole big account. I have multiple accounts, so even if I take a loss on one, I'm still going to make at least profit on one and get paid for the month. So that's the most important thing is I actually get paid that month. I don't really care about how much I make. Even as little as $500 a month, you know what it means to be Nigerian as $500 a month. So that's how it is basically. So you see how as a trader here, it gets to a certain level where making money.
if you give that 500, if you give that $500 to us, do you know what we'll do here? So I know what it means, and I'm generally asking this question from curiosity. That how have you been able to, regardless of the fact that you know that you can make a lot of money, you still say, let me just be sure that the money is coming. Meaning, you know you can make huge money, but you don't want to risk it because you can also lose it. And that's what some people do. But you are like, let me just stay for the consistent flow of money.
Yeah. That's the thing. Problem is a game, and you have to beat that game. If you notice, those people that go for big payouts, they might have one big payout and never. It doesn't make sense when you have spent 90k. Let's say you have spent $1,000 in challenges and only have 1,500 in payouts. It doesn't make sense. I could have spent 1,000 in challenges and I've made 20k of that 1,000 challenge. That's better. Sure. But those people that go for big payouts, they might just have one big payout and never again. That account is gone. You understand? So that consistent flow of income, the 1 to 2%, those are what traders and profits actually like. Those people that go for those little payouts, regardless of they can make 10k on this one account once, 20k. It will get to a point where I will do it for that certain reason. That's when I'm willing. But I'm at this foundation where I'm still building. I don't feel like I've gotten there, but I'm still building. Now, if I lose 100, yes, I might feel it. I'm like all of that, but when I have like $1 million in funding, I can have one account that, okay, I want to have a high risk on it, that I don't really care. I might go for the big payouts. Yes, I'm very profitable, but I think about the management of money. Money management is very important. Would you rather have one big payout and not have any payout? That's the Yahoo boy mindset now. You cash out once in like 5 months.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Some people treat this like Yahoo. They treat it like that.
So, have one payout in like 5 months. It doesn't make sense. Would you rather, like, I'd rather get paid every single month, even if it's one at the least 1k every month. At least I know I'm getting paid that month.
Alright, so for now we're not talking about trading anymore.
Okay.
Now we're talking about you advising the younger ones, like advising people like us. How have you been able to manage the fact that you are young and building trust with other people? Like, you just eat a guy and guys like, let me see this guy. It's just, how old? This guy seems cool. How would I trust this guy?
Well, I would say just make sure you're presenting. Like, you know what you're doing, you're confident in what you're doing. I feel like confidence is a very big part of, because even when I was on my management stuff, when I have meetings and interviews with my contractors, when we talk, you'll be like, oh, you know what you're doing.
Okay.
You know what you're doing. Like,
I made a video about this. I've posted that video already. Yeah.
So you know what you're doing. Yeah, you're very confident in what you know. That's why when you have a skill, you put things together. Be confident about it too. Have the mind, sit down, like chest it, have good grammar, speak well. People respect you no matter the age or level. People respect you. That's
How have you been managed? How do you manage the fact that you are so young and it's hard for people to trust you? How do you build trust with older people that have built big stuff? How did you do that?
I just feel like you just have to have confidence and also evidence. You actually have to. There are traders here that have track records and all of that. Like I can decide here now, okay, show you all my certificates of my prop, my accounts, sizing, everything. You see people that are under me. See, before I even started posting about teaching and trading, I genuinely first took a certain amount of people. And the moment they started showing results, that's when I started posting anything about teaching. Because now there's credibility that okay, I taught these people. Evidence showing for their certificates that they are passing it, they're getting funded, they're getting payouts. Like their mindset is on point. Like the evidence is there. And ever since then, people like I won't even lie, like a lot of people do message me, oh, do you do this? Do you do this? The only thing why I just find conflicted about the whole trust and everything, you know something, I don't like the forex space as a whole. It's been a space where in Nigeria people lie about it a lot.
Okay.
A lot,
What
a
kind of lie?
freaking lot. People fake edit stuffs to make you pay for
Okay.
course where meanwhile they don't know anything. Like
Okay.
some people eat off mentorship money or people just want to brag. Meanwhile, like what are you trying to prove when there's no really money into like you're showing people you just made 10k. You literally did not make 10k. Like how do you feel knowing that you're just lying to people that you made 10k, you didn't make a
Thank
single
you.
thing? So like it's just a whole space where sometimes when I talk to people and they ask me, oh, you trade, I don't really like to say, oh yes I do. I am not a big fan because the conception about trading as a whole in Nigeria is quite bad. It's
That's true.
really quite bad.
That's true.
I know some set of people now, right now, that's faking it. And I can't like there's like he literally just I don't want to talk about but the space as a whole, like just don't do that to people. Like honestly now, the people that I taught now, like every single you see my community is not as big, but every single person in that community has results. Every I can vouch for every single
Yeah.
person has a funded account or at least passed or something. Every single one of them have a at least level of evidence there. So like why not? So I don't see why. I understand the way people message me. I tell them, oh, this is the fee. Get skeptical and stuff like that. But if you genuinely have the money to do some kind of other things that are not necessary, like why not invest yourself? I feel like people fail to invest in themselves a lot. People fail to invest in themselves. I know I've spent how much I've spent on mentorship or stuff like that, or models trying to learn different things. Why some of them I didn't really gain anything. I can remember back in March 2024. There was a guy's mentorship that I just genuinely wanted to see because he was having result. I paid for his mentorship, sent me someone else's course. Like, why do that? Like, it's a mentorship, you're sending me someone else's course for what? So like, of course, those kind of things happen, bro. The forex space as a whole is not a credible space as
I get
is
you.
it is. There's not really much trust anymore in it.
I get
So I understand people where are not confident. Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing and stuff like that. Of course, evidence. Like that's why I say sometimes I don't post anything. There's nothing I'm trying to prove to anybody. Am I trying to prove that I know how to trade?
I saw that on
And
your
there's no
page.
money in my account.
Yeah.
There's nothing I want to try to prove about that. So
Okay.
that's how it
This.
is. I'm actually shy to post about it. To be very honest, I don't like the eyes and stuff like. I'm just very shy about. Now the time that I had the 8k payout, I actually posted it and it got rejected. But still, like, but still, there are times where when the money has landed in the account
I
now,
get you. I get you.
I can now okay, let me just post something or stuff like that. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not really a big fan of
Yeah.
posting my work. If you genuinely want to learn and you come and meet me and we talk about it and we have a one-on-one conversation.
Yeah.
The guy that I said has the best result, that I said we had like a 1 hour conversation
Oh.
before we even talked about anything teaching. Had a 1 hour head to head conversation, what he wanted, what like exactly. So that's how it is basically. I'm not yeah, exactly.
Um, you are a guy managing definitely over 200k accounts, and it's so hard to phantom that. What is one advice Or what would you say to young people who feel they are not capable of doing something big? Because it takes a level of self-belief to do something that you are doing.
Yes, you are very correct
Yeah,
about it. You have to believe.
yeah.
You have to believe you can do it. There was a time where I only had a 5K account, 10K account. Me then will not believe how much capital I'm having right now in my hands. That's the thing. Gradually scale and you believe in yourself that okay, I can get to this level. Now, as I'm at this level now, a million in funding is possible. I believe a million in funding. There's a plan. I've put out the step-by-step guide on how to
And for
get
those
there.
watching, he's saying $1 million, not in naira. Thank you so much.
So I genuinely feel it's possible, and there, like once you believe it. Now, for me, writing out that step-by-step plan on how to get it, I believe that it's possible.
Yeah.
That's why the steps is there for me. If you see my notes on my iPad or my notes generally, I have a lot of notes of different things. Once I learn something, I write it down or note it down or step on how to get there. Once I learn an information that can help me, I've already noted it down. That okay, this take this so step to get this amount. This point I'm at with such amount of funding. In Nigeria, it's crazy actually, but abroad,
Yeah, it's
it's
not.
not as
That's why I said
crazy
in
as that.
Nigeria. Yeah.
So it's not as crazy as that. But a million in funding anywhere in the world is a fucking crazy number.
It's a milestone.
I'm at half a million ish right now. So getting to a million in funding, just replicate the step that took you to get there. So I have everything step by step. So that step by step guide means that you actually believe
Yeah.
you can do it.
Yeah.
So if you miss a step, just go back. You can still do it again.
Yeah.
That's how it is for me.
Please just tell the viewers how can they create self-belief within them. Like,
Self belief.
yeah.
Self belief. Just focus on the skill.
Mm.
Once you feel that you know it and you're confident in it, that belief will come.
Mm.
That confidence will come. So once you focus on what, that's like no matter what you're doing. Marvel now, he was confident that okay, he can get to where he is. He was singing since when? Different artists, Tensky has been singing since when? Like all these people were confident, okay, they are still going to make it big, and they did. So once you're confident, okay, I know how to sing, yeah, I'm going to give you my all.
Yeah.
I know how to trade now. I'm going to give you my all. I know how to draw or something. I'm going to give it my all. So it depends on what you're doing. Just give it your all. You will get it. That belief is there. Just give everything your all and stay as long as you can to achieve it.
Yeah.
Some people, like I said, what took me 7 years to achieve, some of my students are going to achieve it in less than a year. In less than a year. So that's how it is.
This advice is also to me. It's also to me because my primary skill currently is just communication. I'm learning to just be better at communicating. And currently it doesn't really pay like that. And it's so like I'm discouraging, like nobody is paying for this yet. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Focus on building your skill. So you're just saying that once you create value for something, people will definitely pay for it.
Definitely. I ever brand my community?
No.
Ever. So people came regardless.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you stick with something long enough,
Yeah.
build it and create value,
Yeah.
it will come.
Yeah.
It will come.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is my final question. It is the question. Ife, what is life?
What is life? That's a deep question. What is life? Right now, I know everything I want for almost each year. My goals for next year is already in place. I know what I want next year and stuff like that. I just feel like make the most out of life. You don't have to be the richest person to make the most out of life. Be happy. Just be happy. I've reached the point in my life where you just have to you don't have to, I don't say marry or go to school or whatever. Just make sure whatever you're doing, you're happy doing it. If you see joy in going to school, getting your degree, do it.
Okay.
If you see joy in having a podcast, communicating, do it. If you see joy in teaching people, do it. A lecturer now, there's some lecturers that are actually happy doing it, regardless of if they are not paid as much, they are happy doing it. If you are happy doing something, you have won in life. That's the basic thing. If you're happy doing what you're doing, you have won life in general.
Doing what you're doing, you have won life.
Yeah. Always put God, like God is a major factor. Like without God, most people can't. You can't be happy if you don't have God. Everybody has things they're struggling with and stuff like that. But there's this verse, Romans 8:18. Yeah, the suffering now is not compared to the joy.
Yeah.
coming. So it's a verse that is close to my heart. It's a joy. It's a verse that, like, no matter all the struggles coming up to wherever I'm at, Romans 8:18. My friends know that I love that verse.
Thank God
Sometimes
for
I
the
just say Romans 8:18 because it's a really powerful verse, to be very honest.
think you
So
can
just
put it on your hoodie one day.
funny enough, if I see a hoodie that actually has Roman, I have a sticker of Romans 8:18 on my. So like, you get what I'm saying. Romans 8:18 is really powerful verse that I resonate with a lot. So if you find a verse that sticks with what you feel as a person, preach it into existence, man. Just okay. If I'm suffering now, it's not compared to the joy that's coming. Back in 2021, all those hardship, everything will not even believe where I'm at right now. I can comfortably do whatever I want. I can decide to travel to this place so day. I can decide to do the like and not have a second thought about it. So that's how it is. That's why I say when you're happy, freedom. That's basically what life is about here.
All right. We end this with a prayer. So please just say a word of prayer to everyone viewing this.
So I would just like to say, God bless everybody watching this video, and I feel like they will be genuinely touched by God and also the kind of advice that has been shared here. And God will continue to bless everybody behind this podcast as a whole. So we'll just say, bless God. So
thank you so much for sticking till this time.